I wish people would stop crying about Amber Alert too. It's just dying kids, you pussies.
Well, it's that time, folks. The time when people that plagued Moth thought he could trust, the very closest people to him, in his mind, are seeing the writing on the walls. And just like Mama Max lost the support of people working with him who then turned around and leaked information about him, Plague Moth 2 is losing the confidence of his closest people who are now leaking information to me and to others. And so that leads us to a variety of videos that were posted on Plagued Moth's Patreon. Now, these were Patreon exclusive videos, meaning that if you weren't paying Plagued Moth, you were never supposed to see these videos, ever, at any point. However, these videos are uploaded to YouTube, and they are simply unlisted. That means that this is not actually private information. This is not actually a private stream. Just an unlisted video on YouTube, meaning that we can cover it. We can look at it, and I can discuss it, comment on it, and critique Plague Moth's behavior. I say all of this because Plague Moth is going to file a privacy complaint about this, but right up front, I'm just saying, it's not going to work, Moth. Why don't you just give up trying to stop everyone from giving any opinion at all about your behavior? So here's how we're going to do this. Essentially, I'm going to put up a title card, and on that title card, it's going to say sort of like what the theme is for a certain group of clips from these streams. But we are going to be providing commentary, thus making this fair use. One thing that has been a constant throughout Plague Moth's quote-unquote career on YouTube is that both he and his most die-hard fans will insist that Plague Moth doesn't like gore. He doesn't like gore. He just wants to educate people. He just feels like, there's a call for somebody out there to stand up and be the educator about all of the gore on the internet. Someone to tell the truth and to get justice for the victims by listening to them scream and making jokes about it. I don't know where the logic comes from on this one, but Plagued Moth and his supporters will both say that he does not find gore funny, and that when he makes jokes in his videos, it's a coping mechanism, because he's so disturbed and so put off by what he's seeing that he has to laugh, otherwise he would cry. Plagued Moth does not enjoy gore at all, folks. That's the story that has been going throughout the multiple years his channel has been running. So let's look at some leaked clips from his Patreon-only streams that completely dismiss that concept entirely. It's important to note that both Plagued Moth and his audience say that he has nothing but the utmost respect for victims. People will often thank him for handling these topics with such respect. I want you to keep that in mind as we proceed.
One of the funnier ones I remember watching earlier on is like like the anti-aircraft like artillery things. They have to manually load them like this.
Mm-hmm.
It was during the Iraq War. It was during the fun era of Ogreish. And someone does that right, and I'm expecting his arm to get cut off. That's what I was expecting to see. No. He just doesn't move. So it goes forward and knocks him back. And yes, he just flies off. And then a bunch of guys go up and there's no sound. And me and my cousin, again, great influence as I am, there's no sound. And like right at that moment, I'm just like, dude, are you okay? First time I ever laughed at gore. First time I ever made a joke at gore. Maybe I do have a history of being a monster. Oh no.
Oh no.
It was funny though, because they literally all went over to, they're like, whoa. It's like, why'd you stand in front of it, you dipshit? Are you saying I'm cringy? How dare you?
He's alive.
You think I'm
Does
cringy?
breathe.
Can you imagine though if I didn't make like shitty Family Guy jokes? It would literally just be like, yeah, they chopped his fucking head off.
Oh, that's. Ooh. Spooky.
What do you want me to make a fucking funny joke? Or do you want me to not make jokes and be respectful to the dead?
You could.
Do you think anybody... Okay, do you think Ronnie McNutt gives a shit? I don't think he cares anymore. I think the man suffered and he's gone. Sorry, but nobody sticks around to haunt the gore YouTube world. No one cares. The only people that care about that kind of shit are religiously biased people. I enjoy some gore. It really depends on the context. Like, there's some that's just absolutely hilarious to watch. There's some because of just the how. Or there's people who genuinely deserve it, like the Pitbull castration video. I watch that video every once in a while because the guy was a rapist.
I have to step in here and say, alleged rapist, accused rapist. I don't know the story behind the whole thing. The guy could have been dead to rights, caught in the middle of assaulting somebody. As much of a boomer as it may make me, this is why we have laws in the fucking world in different countries, is because somebody can just be accused of something and then murdered in a gruesome way, and it turns out, somebody didn't actually do what they're accused of. For example, Moth has made many, many false accusations against many, many people. Should all of those people be ripped apart by dogs? Because he made up those accusations. I hope that this is not lost on anybody out there, how stupid this fucking position is, how brainless Moth is about this shit.
Does watching gore make you appreciate life more? Actually, you know what? Yeah. Yes, in a way it does. Because it does really make you understand how short life can be and how quickly you can fuck something up, especially if you're talking like an accident or like a suicide video, especially. Like, those hit real close to me, and they're something I analyze very carefully. And if you've noticed, it's like those videos are some of my most serious. I don't really play on those. If it's like the cartel cutting people up or something like that, I don't give a fuck. No filter.
So as you just heard, Plagued Moth says that he is very respectful in his videos. He doesn't joke much in his videos about suicide and accidents, which of course is not true, as you probably have gathered by now. The man lies about everything. Let's look at exactly how respectful he is to, I don't know, somebody getting hit by a train. This is unedited audio.
He's dead. Oh no, Plagued Moth disrespected the dead. Okay. And what are you going to do about it?
But hey, Plagued Moth may lie about being respectful toward pretty much anyone ever at any point, but at least he's respectful about videos involving children, right? He likes to bring up the fact that he is the father himself, stepfather to 4 children, father to 1, and this gives him like a certain perspective about videos involving children. The videos involving children really hit home for him, and they really just get to him.
I wish people would stop crying about Amber Alert too. It's just dying kids, you pussies. It happens all over the internet, and I'm not even joking. It really does.
This is a website that archives Patreon posts, and I'll put the URL in the description so you can go and check out all of these links for yourself. But you can basically scroll through all of the Patreon posts that Plagued Moth put up on his site for his patrons. And I'm glad that this was archived, because we've got stuff like this, where Plagued Moth promotes a video in which a small child, a young boy, had a bomb strapped to his neck by a Mexican cartel, and the boy was, blown up and died, obviously. And in this video, he shows the child with the bomb strapped to their neck, crying in terror. And all he does is blur out just the face of the child. Just the face, as if identifying the child by face is what the problem is with this footage. But yeah, he talks about this issue of this child being killed, being murdered in a very violent and very traumatic way. And the thumbnail he used for this video, which was a patrons-only video, the thumbnail is Bugs Bunny blowing up Elmer Fudd with fucking dynamite. Now, please keep in mind, for all of the dick riders who, for some reason, cannot hop off of those mothballs, the point is not the disrespect. I'm not clutching my pearls and coming to you saying, "Oh, look how terrible Plagued Moth is! Oh!" What I'm doing is saying this. To all of the fans of Plagued Moth, he is lying to you. Because he says he respects the dead. He says that when it's a video of children, it really gets to him. It really hurts his soul. He would never, make fun of videos of children getting killed. Different things like that. And we can see that that is all bullshit. So it's the hypocrisy that is the point. The lying and the hypocrisy. Again, Plagued Moth and his self-admitted cult, who he calls the Hive Mind Cult directly, will insist, oh, everybody just has a problem with the edgy gore, and, that's subjective. It's subjective as to whether you like that or not. And yeah, okay, fine. Go ahead. Watch as much gore as you can possibly handle. I'm sure it'll have a very good effect on your mental state. But this is not about the gore itself. This is about the hypocrisy. Oh, I'm a father. When I watch videos of children getting harmed, oh boy. Not great, folks. Bullshit. Hypocrisy. Lies. And I'm not sure exactly how stupid you have to be to allow this dude to keep lying to your face, and yet you're there queuing up for every new video, ready to like, comment, and subscribe.
Porsche girl fucked you up a bit. You know what's funny? That's like the 5th picture in my phone because I was sending it to myself for reference, and I just don't delete pictures really because I'm an old ass dad. Hold on, where is it down here? Yeah. I mean, honestly though, it's like, how do I describe this picture? I'll give you a nice review of Nikki Katsura's like fucking exploded skull for you, since you guys are freaks and want to see that shit. I mean, what's really fascinating in a way when you look at it is how actually the separation of the skull and skin really is, and just how I'm not showing that. I'm looking at it. I mean, she's kind of a bitch. That's what she did. A whole bunch of coke and drove a Porsche like 100 miles an hour and hit a fucking Toyota. Like, I mean, I don't feel bad for her. Fuck that. That's messed up. Anyone here a fan of bondage? Porsche girl is a flower with teeth. Holy shit. That's horrible. Oh, man.
One thing that has come up time and again regarding Plagued Moth is him selling gore. People had a problem with this, of course, because selling gore just is something that people find distasteful in general. I should clarify, normal people who aren't insane edgelords who are in love with the idea of making money off of other people's tragedies. So to that end, Plagued Moth has said a variety of conflicting things about not selling gore on Patreon, not selling gore on his Discord. He doesn't post gore here, he doesn't post gore there. There was never gore on this, never gore on that. And again, these stories conflict because then he'll say there was, or whatever. So let's just get this out of the way and show some evidence that he was selling gore. Likely still is. And when we watch these clips, I want you to keep in mind throughout each and every clip that Plagued Moth has said that he has not done each and everything that he's saying he's done in these clips.
There is uncensored videos on my Patreon, but I also have videos that are just Patreon exclusives that aren't, like regular true crime, the infamous 4 docuseries, and things like that. This is my Patreon. You can enter that to join the $1,000 giveaway. All you have to do is just be a patron. I'll maybe make a more official post on the Patreon tomorrow, as well as send out more uncensored content to you guys. I'm building a drive so you can basically watch a Netflix of gore. And yes, Johnny, if you're out there for some reason watching, I totally stole that line from you. It's just, it makes sense. It makes more sense to work with a drive. Obviously not Google, but we're going to have a lot of fun.
I have all my links, so I've been giving uncensored content can't be posted to the Patreon. I give it to 2-tier patrons directly to your email.
Now, even when selling gore on Patreon, on Discord, whatever, Plague Moth has always said that you have to be 18 plus to see the gore. So he's like, even if I did post gore, everybody's age verified, so what's the problem? Now, this of course is not true, and this has been shown to not be true. But let's have, in Plague Moth's own words, let's have the process by which you could see the gore on his channel. And notice that there is no ID verification mentioned at all.
If you're in the Discord and you haven't gotten the uncensored list yet, you can ask a mod and they will have it. But you'll have to show that you're a tier 2 patron.
As long as Bruno's not answering the phone. I mean the door.
Yeah, I would love to visit Hawaii. That'd be. You better find that. You better find that link. You better click it quick. You better click that link quick. You better fucking click it. Oh, you got a limited amount of time. You better have a limited amount of time. Where'd it go? Are you a fucking patron? Are you gonna see some like crazy shit with me? There's a video of a bunch of fucking prisoners eating this guy's eyeballs and brain. Do you want to watch that? I don't give a shit. I'm gonna peddle all the evil. Ooh, spooky man. Favorite anime is actually Naruto, hands down. Don't.
If you are wondering where the idea of ID checking people on the Discord comes from, this is another old Patreon post from Plague Moth that has been archived. And it says here, connect your Discord to Patreon via the Patreon website. It will automatically grant you access and grant the appropriate role. So it says it will automatically grant you the role based on your tier on Patreon, which, as Plagued Moth himself said, is all that's needed to view the gore. Because he just said in the clip, when you're a tier 2 patron, you get access to the gore videos, the uncensored gore videos. And so here he's saying that it automatically gives that role to people. There's nothing about ID verification. Now, if we continue on to this next sentence here, it says, if not, as in if you do not, connect your Patreon and your Discord account, or you have trouble connecting your accounts, if not, accept this link and send ID and selfie with proof of pledge to a mod in the server. The important part here is proof of pledge. Plagued Moth and his moderator team were checking IDs to make sure that you were the person who pledged the money, to confirm that you're the person who paid to be there. They were not checking IDs for age. They were only checking IDs to make sure that you were a tier 2 patron. So this is where that comes from. When Plagued Moth lies and says that they checked IDs, what he's referring to is the fact that they checked IDs to make sure certain people who couldn't connect their accounts were actually the real person who paid him.
Beethoven was more of a nonconformist than you are. I love the Redditor that's been trying to get my attention. Well, now you got it. Go get your updates on Reddit. Go get your updates. Go get them. Go on. Plague Moth, talk to me. He's such a bastard. He's so full of himself. Yeah, I am. I'm fucking God compared to you. Leave. Anyway. 5'6", 200 pounds. I mean, keep talking shit. My money's just, I'll make more money than both your parents and then woo both of them. Break both their hearts. I'll fuck them both on your bed. Like, it won't matter.
On your beanbag chair, boy.
Yeah, on your beanbag chair. I'll turn your mom in my beanbag chair. I'll wring out the condom into the other parent. Because my dick ain't touching any parts of your nasty-ass DNA. You fucking plebeian fuck. Anyway, if you can come up with more creative insults than the beautiful man on screen looks like a caveman, because, I can see myself, and I have no self-esteem, so... Cancel Moth! Cancel him! I can't wait. I want my cancel campaign. I'm gonna start my own cancel campaign. I'm gonna fucking go out to the streets with picket signs and shit. Be like, cancel that bastard. He's so fucking handsome in the right light. It's not fair. Why are you 5-year-olds even here? Like, I'm gonna fuck your dad in front of your mom. I'm gonna fuck your mom in front of your dad. Like, why would you want me to say the N-word? Like, what is that? Why is that funny? Leave. Or I really will become your stepdad. But I won't like you. I'll treat you like the kid I don't like. I'm like, I can't, you get to stay in the garage. No Pokemon cards for you, asshole. Everybody and their brother knows about Daisy's destruction. In fact, a lot of people have been showing the statistics of you sick fucks trying to find it. That's gross. There's a couple videos that you can't watch that are illegal. But like I would cover based on reading material that I was able to find on it, including like Peter Scully. Like I'm doing a whole like little documentary on him and the videos, but I'm not going to watch or obtain or use any materials from illegal content. That's the trick. You just, don't be a gross fuck. There's no amount of morbid curiosity that excuses looking for that. You're a predator if you look for that. That's it. Like, I declare that.
So are you saying you've never seen Daisy's Destruction? You saw a trailer on accident? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Peter Scully made a trailer for it. It was played in, part of it is actually played in the 60 Minutes special. But whatever this guy was throwing around, it's the fucking, it's like I guess the full trailer or something. I'm not about to find out. All I know is I saw like it starts with there's like a fucking the kid's running towards the girl, and I'm like, nope.
Where's the Discord? I don't know. Where's your mom, dude? What's she doing right now? She lotioning up her legs? I know that because I'm in the house. No, that joke's getting old. I'm just gonna show up in your room one day.
Time for some melatonin, little boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you melatonin. I'm gonna give you a melatonin gummy. You won't know the difference.
Alright, I think you get the idea. So these clips come from a couple streams that I'm going to link in the description below. They'll probably be taken down, and this will probably be privacy struck. So, just feel free to mirror all of this pretty much anywhere. Archive.org, and so on. We're going to end this video with some clips that are more, funny at Moth's expense. So, yeah, stay tuned as more things get brought up, more things get leaked, and more people around Moth see him for what he truly is, and start, realizing that it's time to get out.
I wonder if that's what helped get me banned too. Like me just throwing lube and a knife in my trunk. So when I went to Goon's house, you gotta go prepared. You never know. Maybe I need to get into somewhere tight and slippery. Like a crawl space, you fucking sick fucks.
No, I'm not done with YouTube. I'll have to die before they make me stop. Dude, I have 2 channels. I've been banned from TikTok 4 times. I made a new TikTok today. Which is bullshit. Holy shit, I blocked a lot of people. Yeah, I'll straight up block you, too, on YouTube. I don't fucking care. If I don't feel like I want to respond or, fuck with you or something, I'll just delete your shit. Or just, get rid of it. I don't need you on my shit.
So hold up, you met your wife working fast food?
No, I actually went to middle school with my wife.
Okay, I met my wife working fast food. So I was about to say, whoa, guess where I proposed to my wife? By the dumpster at Taco Bell.
I feel like you've told me that, and that's nice.
With a ring and
the mild sauce that they put in the fucking quesadillas out there.
I had the they don't do that. I had the fucking fire sauce thing that said, "Will you marry me?" But with an actual ring, and she was like, oh, no. She punched me in the dick and maced me, but eventually, no, I'm kidding. Shit, we're.
I'm about to come over there and do stuff to your feet. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.